My God, I hate drugs.
In other news, presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says Communications Assistant Secretary Mocha continues to enjoy the president's trust. That's amid her quarrel with former TV host Kris Aquino.
For as long as she hasn't been fired, she enjoys trust and confidence because all presidential appointees serve at the pleasure of the president.
The spat began when Uzon dragged Aquino's late father, Senator Noynoy Aquino, into defending the president's controversial kiss with a Filipino worker in South Korea. Special Assistant to the President Bongo says President Duterte has apologized to Kris Aquino and that Uzon herself will apologize. But Uzon has said on her Facebook that she, quote, declines to apologize for the truth. Kris Aquino is moving on from this spat. That's what she said in a television interview yesterday afternoon, referring to Uzon, added, quote, I don't want to give her any more of my fame. In the same TV interview, Aquino read text messages exchanged between her and the president's special assistant Bongo after Uzon refused to apologize. Aquino told Go, quote, she obviously didn't show you respect and you don't deserve that. To which Go supposedly replied, quote, Ma'am, hindi po namin kontrolado si Mocha pero nagsorry na kami ni PRRD. A check on our global headlines. Beijing may have removed missile systems from the disputed Woody Island in the South China Sea. New analysis from Israeli intelligence firm ImageSat International suggests the systems may have been removed or relocated. Preview satellite imagery showed a number of missile launchers and a radar system on the island shore covered by camouflage netting. Those have now disappeared. U.S. President Donald Trump met with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe Thursday ahead of two important global summits. Abe's message, don't forget about Japan in the talks with North Korea. The two leaders also addressed trade, a topic that is making other global leaders frustrated at Trump before the G7 summit this weekend. Former NBA star Dennis Rodman is considering going to Singapore for the upcoming summit between U.S. President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Rodman's agent Darren Prince said that while Rodman is considering making the trip, no plans or flights have been made yet. But President Trump clarified that while he likes Rodman, the former NBA star is not invited. Rodman has traveled to North Korea in the past and seems to have struck up an unlikely friendship with the North Korean leader. And we go more in depth on these global headlines later on the program. But first, as President Duterte makes it clear the radical changes he warned about will not involve martial law. Our Ina Andalong tells us these changes will instead affect some agencies in government.
Somehow, even with this meager emergency power, I will use it to the hill and put things in order. Nawarning ko lang kayong mga kriminal, lahat na. Nasa gobyerno, sa labas, I will make radical changes in the days to come.
That was the president days ago when he arrived from Korea. And as he warned of radical changes in efforts to fight crime, he mentioned martial law.
There's no difference actually between martial law and a declaration of national emergency. So I'm warning all, lahat. I'm warning all, including the human rights. It's either we behave or we will have a serious problem again. Mahirap yan.
These led to speculations the president may be thinking about using either martial law or his state of national emergency declaration to combat crime. He declared a state of national emergency in September 2016 in response to the Davao City night market bombing, and it's still in effect. He clarifies this now: no martial law and no plan to use the state of national emergency declaration to boost his anti-crime efforts.
Martial law is not feasible. It won't work. It would work. First of all, It's going to be a divided nation. Might think of something else, Marcelo.
While he says martial law is effective in Mindanao, President Duterte said it won't work on a larger scale because of negative experiences people remember it for, specifically abuses back then. In boosting his anti-crime efforts, he says he prefers to just do it with the help of the police and local officials who he admits need to be fixed too. So what radical changes did the president mean? He said soon he will be placing agencies prone to corruption directly under his office. What are these offices? He won't say just yet.
Kung sabihin ko ngayon, masaktan yung sekretary na matatamaan. We have a cabinet meeting coming up. I will also have my command conference. And that will be the time that I would be ready to declare out of respeto sa kanila.
No emergency measures will be used, but the tough-talking president made it clear. Criminals will have it coming. Ina Andolong, CNN Philippines, Cebu.
President Duterte also spoke about former Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno, who called his firing of officials a gimmick. Here's the president in his own words.
Si Sereno is a lost cause. She had it coming. She asked for it. Yan ang nangyari sa kanya. Now that she's out, she's full of adjectives and gimmickry. Mga justices, may utak yan, abogado, kagaya mo, gimmick. I don't believe her. And I don't respect her also. Puro gimmick eh. Siya yung gumigimik. Kami yung tatrabaho.
The Kris Aquino, Mocha World War. Seems like we won't see the end of that yet. Even President Duterte had to comment about it. He said that he did apologize to Kris Aquino through his assistant Bongo. And then Bongo was saying the other day that Mocha will apologize, but that did not happen.
That has not yet happened. Yeah, we were talking about it also all week. It's been like, you know, a word war, back and forth, like a saga. Let's see how this pans out. But
yeah, so netizens are actually talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
They're actually asking, should Mocha even apologize? I mean, she's, you know, it's my own feelings, it's my vlog or whatever. So should she apologize? And if she does,
remain in the cabinet.
That's another issue. And since the president Duterte has extended his apology and hoping that Mocha would she eventually follow the president's dictates since she falls under the president?
But then again, the president also said something about respecting what Mocha did. He was saying that it's her freedom of expression to criticize anyone. So we have more stories on that. Very juicy details about that.
I like that juicy details. Well, this one, in the latest on the upcoming Trump and Kim summit meeting, it will happen. So far, it will be in Singapore on June 12th.
Yes.
So no changes yet.
all right. Well, I hope there are some
Well,
changes.
if it goes well, President Trump was actually saying that if it goes well, he could actually invite Kim Jong-un to visit the United States if it goes well. So.
Okay, hopefully it goes well. Well, speaking of not going well, it's not going well for the Cleveland Cavaliers, that's for sure, in the NBA Finals, but it is going well for the Golden State Warriors. They're just one win away from having a back-to-back NBA
So what are the
championships.
stats?
Kevin Durant had a monster game yesterday. KD had 43 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists.
And LeBron fought hard to stay in.
Well,
not enough. It needs more than one person to make
exactly. And considering Steph Curry and Klay Thompson had a bad day, but Kevin Durant is there. We have more on that later on. Again, stick around until 7:30 for these stories and more. Meantime, here are the morning's headlines.
President Rodrigo Duterte says there is no plan to declare martial law, but he will place agencies prone to corruption under his office. Meralco says power rates are down in June due to lower generation and transmission charges. And Tropical Depression Doming will bring moderate to occasionally heavy rains to some parts of the country as it is expected to leave Philippine territory on Sunday.